All right, right, right. So, guys, I wanted to, as I promised, that was some powerful information that was shared. He does a very good explanation of the platform, but I want you to hear from someone very special. This is my sponsor. This gentleman is actually the gentleman that was calling me um, for almost 3 months. No, no, took him about a month. About a month, he was calling me relentlessly every day. Did you take a look? Take a look. You got to take a look. You got to take a look. And finally, I jumped in with him. I said, you know what? I'll throw a few bucks there and see what it does. But I'm gonna tell you something. He understood it. He did a deep dive. Him and the guy who did the presentation, and he went in, he doubled down. He went in and he's actually now living. He's truly living this platform. So I asked him to come on with you, share with you this has done for him. I believe he's 5 months in at this point, but at 5 months in, over almost, if he's not over six figures, close to six figures earned in this platform in the last 5 6 months. So without further ado, help me bring onto the call my sponsor, Mr. Salim Haskin. Salim, are you available?
Yay, how you guys doing?
I'm doing good, partner. First of all, thank you for taking your time out, man, and thank you for being persistent and staying on me to do this. And as I told you, you know me. Once I see it, I'm gonna run with it.
Right. Well, listen, you guys, I understood why Dwayne had that position because, like it said in the presentation video and what Dwayne is sharing, and many of us have experienced, even me, myself, over the 12 years I've been in the crypto space, I've lost tens of thousands of dollars, and it doesn't feel good, because that's hard-earned money that we work for. So, they say if you learn, you don't lose, right? So I didn't give up because I knew that was not an option. If we don't put our money to work for us, then it's only two things that we've been taught to do: park it in the bank, where they're leveraging our money, getting all the money and giving us peanuts on it, if anything at all. And then the other thing is to work until, I mean, you really can't work anymore. And then what are you going to do? So at some point, if you understand what's in front of us, we have to continue to find multiple streams of income that's going to have money work for us so that at some point we can stop working and make money just moving money around. So when I first saw this opportunity, well, let me digress for a minute. A couple of years ago, we had a opportunity that was centralized, that was similar to this. And I liked it because it gave us access of our capital. And a couple of years prior to that, I said, if there ever is a platform that will come out that would allow us to compound our money, but at the same time, allow us to get our capital if we run into a situation where we had an emergency and we needed it, that would be a multi-million billion-dollar opportunity. And lo and behold, several years later, we found a platform, but it was centralized, and we were able to do the same thing. You were able to get your principal out. I took 10,000 in that platform over 6 months. I think I turned that to about $90,000, and it went away after the guys that were doing arbitrage trading with that, they couldn't keep up with the compounding effect. Now that which led me to this particular opportunity. When I found out about this, I said, man, this is similar to the other platform, but it was more realistic. In that platform, you doubled your money in 30 days. And like Mark said on the video, sometimes those numbers can be unrealistic and they weren't able to keep up with the demand. But when you have coders who have coded a program, like the video stated, that has been running for over 4 years and is still running today, and then once that platform got very congested, they started, Ethereum started to get really slow. The fees got really high. They had to, because that contract was denounced, they had to come up with a new contract. They could not change the old one, which is still running, which people are still earning money from on this day. So this particular platform, Origin, it became a year old as of March the 7th. The day that I actually started was March the 3rd. So it was a couple of days prior to its first year anniversary. And when all I had to look at was the fact that we can gain control of our capital. It was compounding. And then I was told at the time, and Dwayne said this, that all it takes is 90 days to double your money. So I said, okay, if it only takes 90 days and I still got control over my principal, I want to go in a little heavier than I did before. And again, this is for educational purpose. What I'm about to show you, this is not to entice anybody. This is to show you my mindset, because after in 90 days, I wanted that time to be significant. You know, of course, we could take 1,000 and double it to 2,000, pull it our seed money and let that run. If the other program ran for 4 years, then it's safe to assume that this can run for 4 years. You know, with all due respect to understanding there's risk in the market. But what I said, let me double down. I want to put $20,000 in, and I'm going to do that. It's only going to be at risk for 90 days. The thing that gave me a little bit more comfort in doing that was the fact that I can go and grab my principal out, or my capital out, after the first 16 hours. So that was a factor that I weighed into me going in with that amount. And then I said, after that, I said, in conjunction with that, all I would need is to, be at risk for 90 days. And you guys know time flies. So I put $20,000 in. It took me about a week to do that, because the banks limit to you on what you can buy and purchase and move as far as crypto. And I just want to show you some of the results. I was able to not just double my money. Now, remember, I got in on March the 3rd. So the Dwayne kind of overstated, because as of July the 3rd, that would be my 4th month. So I haven't been in 5 months. That would be my 4th month this coming July the 3rd. And not only did I double my money in less than 90 days, I almost tripled my money, because the price of the coin was going up at the same time that it was compounding. So let me share my screen. All right. Okay. So let me move out of this. I'm a day trader as well. All right. So let's go to, this is my account. This is one of my accounts. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is my top account. Matter of fact, I'll start with my top account. All right. So as you can see, I have 673 LGNS tokens in there. And let me make this bigger so you guys can see it. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we see it.
All right. So there's 13,000 in this. Now, keep in mind, I've already pulled out my initial $20,000. So this is one of 30 accounts that I have that has 13,000 in it. And again, it's growing every 8 hours, right? And this is the warm-up balance that we talked about. Any tokens that you put in is locked for 16 hours. So this is some that I put in and that I compounding. So after it reached 16 hours or less, then a red claim button will come here. I will move that from my warm-up balance to my staking balance. And then anything that's in your staking balance, you can withdraw at any time. As an example, if I want to take and pull my total capital out, anything right here, the 642, I hit max, I can click this unstake button. It opens up my wallet, goes right to my wallet. I'm not going to do that. I'm just showing you guys that it can be done in seconds. And that money is right in my wallet. I can change it over to DAI. To give you an example of money that I pulled out already and converted to DAI. In this account, I pulled out $4,000 in addition to the 20 I've already pulled out. And then I'll show you my second account, where I also pulled out close to $4,000. So every day I compound some, and every day I pull out some money. So let's go to Dwayne. I know. Let me see. So they see this amount right here. Now let's go to Dwayne. Wanted me to explain why you do the 15 accounts. If you decide that you are going to share the information and build, you can get some additional monies in your account. Like for instance, without me sharing it with anybody, I get 1.6 tokens every 8 hours. So if you multiply that times 3, let me do a quick calculation of that, just to give you an idea of what this is producing on the top end. And again, this is for educational purposes only. So that's 1.6799 times 3. And remember, every 8 hours that goes up. All right. So 1.6799 times 3 is about 5 tokens a day. So 5 tokens a day times $19.40 is about $97 a day, 7 days a week, just on this top part, you guys. Now, if you decide to share, I'll go to invite. I've shared this with 15 people, because 15 15 people and $10,000. Once you reach $10,000, 15 people directed to this one particular wallet, you have maxed out the comp plan. You have maxed it out. So just to give you an idea of what that looks like, if I scroll down here, I shared it with 15 people. I'm actually earning extra income over 2,119 wallets. Remember, people can have multiple accounts. So this is not people, this is wallets. Now, if you look here, this is the number that of the value of those wallets. You're talking $1.7 million, you guys, in less than 4 months that I'm getting paid on. Because as Dwayne stated, people are starting to recognize that when you have a platform that check all the boxes and it's close, and as close, please hear me carefully. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. It's as close to a guarantee as you're going to be able to get because you got access to your capital. People are starting to find out about this opportunity, and they're putting significant monies in here. So in 90 days, they could be risk free and actually eat off the table like I'm currently doing. So you got $1.78 million dollars of value that's represented by these 2,119 wallets. And remember, this is being compounded as well. So this number goes up, you guys, every 8 hours. So does the value of what you're getting from it. So once money comes here, you'll see it here in the rewards balance. You move that to your turbine. The video will talk about that. If I go over to the turbine, it starts to show you that in an hour and 10 minutes, 9 of those coins will become free. I can stake it or take it. Sometimes I compound, sometimes I pull it out. Another 11 hours, another 9 is going to become available. This is all referral money, you guys. Another 16 hours, another 4, another 19 hours, another 4. Because remember, this is money that's being generated every 8 hours. And then I'll let it sit there sometime and I'll forget about it. And then I'll come back later and move it over here so I can cash out after 24 hours on the reward money. So that's extra money. So I'm averaging about 4 tokens every 8 hours. So that's 12 tokens a day on this. So if we do 12 times, in addition to the $97 I'm making, if you do 12 tokens times 19, that's $228. So you're talking over $300 a day just on one account, 7 days a week, and it grows every 8 hours. Very powerful. Now, if you remember, let's go right here for a second, and I'll go to the chart and explain more about why you might want to share this opportunity and get 15 wallets eventually attached to your top account to meet the qualifications to get those percentages going down. If you go right here and you look at how these numbers have grown. When we first got in, going on almost 4 months ago, this was only at 77,000. I'm sorry, $77 million. Now it's grown over 200 million since I've been in just that short period of time. This right here was just under 400. I think it was 400 and something, 460 million. Now it's over 2.5 billion, you guys, in that same amount of time. Very, very, we haven't seen anything like it. And usually my experience has taught me that a platform, if they were going to do a rug pull, they don't wait to get to 285 million. They get to 10 or 20 million, they run with it then, and then they live off that for a year or two, and they come back with another platform and try to trick people again. But because this has been audited, and they say that they have renounced the rights to be able to have access to the treasury or to any of the accounts holding the money, they can make certain changes to the website, but they cannot, due to the audit, touch any of the money in the treasury balance or the market value, which is the total value of the coins that is deposited. That's the thing that gets me really excited because, again, if they were going to run, what are they waiting for? The money is there for them to run with. So that's just something that helps me to sleep a little better. But like the video says, like Dwayne is saying, whatever you decide to put in, after it doubles in 90 days, you want to take your seed money out and be risk free. So I'm risk free. So I'm gonna log out of this account. So let me disconnect it from this account. I'm gonna I'm going to go into my second account to show you guys as well. And I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I have uh, uh, a couple accounts on this computer, and then I have two accounts that has over 10,000. At least two accounts that have over 10,000 on my phone as well. So when I say this has just been an opportunity that's just been very fun to be a part of, fun to share. You want to give people first rights of refusal. Dwayne said no, but because I care about him and I love him, and I know he had many great people in his community. I wanted him to see this because if he saw it, I knew that he would share it with you if he was seeing what we were seeing. So I'm going to log into my second account. All right, so I'm gonna go to staking here. And as you can see in this account, I don't quite have 13,000 in this account like I do the top cost account, but I'm close. Okay. And again, I'm compounding those tokens the same way I'm doing in the top account, pulling some out, compounding, and I'm doing that every day. If I go right here to the invite, again, because I stack my account, I'm actually in this account, I'm getting paid on almost 2,000 wallets, similar to the top account, and it's $1.5 million I'm getting paid on this as well. So this is life-changing money, you guys. Very, very powerful. For go to the turbine. Again, I got money coming through, 10 coins coming through in 11 hours, another 3 coming at 17. Just been a phenomenal opportunity. So I want to share with you the chart and then I'm done. And if anybody have any questions, we can take questions. If we go back to, I think it's, and they have a white paper too. So I suggest you guys that you want to know how this can be sustainable is, Dwayne, did I give you a copy of the white paper?
Yes, I got a copy of this. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you want it. Some of it is, I'm still trying to digest a lot of it because again, the guys who put this together are they have to be some type of mathematical geniuses. But you might want to take a look at that. That comes with this particular site that Dwayne could give you as well. So if we go to this video and I move it all the way over, let me see. Just bear with me 1 second. I want to show you guys a chart. I'm gonna refresh it and go right here. All right, so let me move this so it's not blurry. All right, so this is the reason why I set up 15 wallets. Now, if you are a builder or and there's a scenario to where because this is decentralized, you can have multiple wallets and make money off your own money. And Dwayne will share with you and how you can do that as well by setting up multiple wallets and attaching them to your top account. To max out the platform, you would need to have 15 referrals to that top wallet, your main wallet, and you would need $10,000 in there to be able to receive all these different percentages on each of these levels for a total of 15 levels. Now, there's no way to be able to tell if there's somebody on your 15th level. The only thing that you can do is assign a wallet for at least for $100 to it, put $10,000 in there, and see if your rewards start to double. But you're going to notice that you don't have to do that all in one jump. Of course, you know, I had my money divided up and I would have 3,000 here. I had, at one time, only had 5 wallets. And then when I added 3 more wallets and because I had 3,000 in there, it had my rewards had jumped up. So I just, each week I will go deeper, add another wallet as the money start to grow, add another wallet as the money start to grow. And as you can see on here on your far right, you're getting these percentages that is compounding every 8 hours on every one of these levels until I finally reach the 15th level, $10,000 and 2 of my wallets. So 2 of my accounts are maxed out, you guys, within the first 4 months. That's extraordinary. That's how powerful this platform is. It is a global platform. There's people around the world that are depositing money and withdrawing money 24/7, yet the money is still growing. So this is the reason why you want to set up, if you're a builder, you want to start setting up 15 wallets at some point, and as it grows and you get your seed money out, you get to the point where you maxed out. Anything above 10,000 I can take out, and it won't hurt any of my residual commissions or as that grows. And then finally, if we go to, I think it's, where's it at? Here. Once you get 3 independent legs of 50,000 worth of volume, you have reached your first rank, and you're going to get an additional 1 to 5% on all the monies that are below you. Not just on those 3 accounts. If you got 15 accounts attached, it's going to give you the 1 to 5% on all the money that is assigned in that organization of that top account. And right now, so I've completed the missionary. I'll show you that. I'm just about 50,000 away on 2 other legs before I reach the next position where it's going to pay me 2 to 10%. All right, so I'm going to escape here. I'll go back to the platform here. And if you go to the dial, that means that I've hit that rate. Oh, no, let me see. This is my second account. I got to go back to my first account. So let me log out of here. I'll go back to the first account so you guys can see that. See, it says normal. So I'll log out of here. I'll go here. Log in. Sign into that particular contract. And boom. Actually, some rewards just hit. So I'll show you what that looks like. So an additional 2.7, and it's climbing. You guys look, it's climbing every 8 hours. Can you guys see that? See how the number gets higher every 8 hours? So probably in the next couple of days, I'll be up to 3 coins on the turbine every 8 hours as well. And I can move that money. So as you can see, I hit V1 missionary. These little indicators here let me know that in my first leg, 1, 2, 3 people, in addition to myself, have already hit that rank as well. So think about this, you guys. We've only been in 4 months. A lot of people are hitting that rank within their first 90 days to 4 months. I hit it to the T 90 days on my, I actually went a missionary V1 on the 90 day to the date that I started. So and the gentleman that did the video that you heard in that video, he did it a week before I did, and I got in before him. Very powerful. So that's additional rewards that's paid out to you. If we're talking 2.7, just to give you an idea, if I'm getting 2.7 there on $10,000, I'm only getting 1.6. So this is the equivalent to probably having what's that? Maybe 25,000. As if I had 25,000 in here just to hit this right here, because it's paying out 2.7, almost 2.8. This is only paying out right here 1.6 every. So in addition to getting these rewards, you get those rewards, and then you get the rewards that go to your main wallet. And to be able to get this money out, let's go to the dial. I just hit turbine. It opens this up. I confirm. It's going to move this wallet to my turbine. And then I go right here to the turbine. And this is where I can match it with DAI. You have to have 2. So if this 2.7, that's 19. It's almost $60 that you got to have to match it. So I go here, I match that, pull that money out. It's going to show up right here. And in 24 hours, I can have access to that money. So you see it pop up right there. So in 24 hours, I have access to that money. So guess what? Not only do I have access to that money, if I go back to my staking, I can just take this money right here. And now I can take this money and I can stake it, or I'm just going to cash out. So I'm not going to even take it. So I'll take this money right here that's sitting here. I'll go up here to where it says buy. I'll flip this. I'll hit max. So it's about $54. They're going to take out their 5%. I get 95% of the profit. Confirm that, and it's going to move that to my wallet. So it moved that to my wallet, right? Now, in addition to that, and like I said, going back here, in 24 hours, that'll be free. In the next 30 minutes, these 9 tokens will be free. I can cash out on those, or because once I click that button, it'll move it right to my unstaked balance. It'll be right here. And then I can stake half of it, and then I can cash half of it out into the DAI. So this platform can generate enough money, and my bills, me and my wife bills are very significant. Well, much you can double that $3,600 a month. You can double that, and our bills are still higher than that. And right now, after 4 months, this takes care of my all the bills in my house with some left over, and we're just talking about one account. All right. So, Dwayne, anything else?
Nice. First of all, congratulations, man, and amazing information. I know if you're brand new, your head is spinning because I know when he first showed that to me, I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted you to see it. But I want to take you back. Remember, you can be 100% passive and do nothing, just let your money grow, pull the money out and go. But we wanted to show this because we had a lot of people that joined us over the last 2, 3 weeks, and they wanted to learn about these 15 wallets. They wanted to learn about how if they still start referring how they can earn. So I asked Brother Salim to come on and share that information. He did a phenomenal job doing that. And trust me, guys, when I first saw this, it was a bit overwhelming. But I'm telling you, after you do it once or twice, like now, I mean, it's 5 minutes. We created a 5 minute video. People how to roll people. We're now learning how to move with referral money coming in. So it's like anything else. Once you do it, you'll learn it. But
And
any,
Dwayne,
yes, sir.
Real quick, just so they can understand, just for organization. So this is my second account. This is the 15 wallet. So I kind of labeled them so I can know which account they attached to on the 2 that I maxed out. So if you click on here, you can see that I have at least 8 LGNS tokens in each of those accounts that's growing as well.
Mhm.
So these are accounts to qualify me to be able to receive the rewards, but these accounts are growing as well.
So to qualify, you need at least $125 in the account, correct?
Yes, sir. So if I log on to this account as an example, and these 3 actually have the lowest. The rest of them have 9 and above. So I'm just going to show you this at the bare minimum, starting with 125. Even after I've taken some money out and pulled it together and put it in other accounts, I try to keep a threshold of. So if I go back here to the staking on that account, that's the 8 tokens. Right now, that's $163 right there.
Got it.
So you still have a total of 30 accounts with on the low end $163, and we know that in a year that's going to be somewhere around 2 to 3 grand per wallet. This guy, we haven't seen anything like this, and the people who put this together, they know what they're doing. So as we talked about in the video, or Mark talked about in the video, the value of the token going up, the amount that you get. When we got in, we were getting 0.3%. Now it's down to 0.24. They just it initiated another phase right here, and then I'll end here. They initiated another phase just what was it, 2 days ago, to where now if for those of us who are building, we have to do long-term staking, or we have to burn tokens so that the platform can stay stable, so new people coming in will have a chance to earn money. Listen, they thought of everything, and we're still in the beginning stages of this platform, you guys. As you can see, this is how many tokens that were either destroyed today or was put into long-term staking. And so just when I tell you they thought of everything, they literally thought of everything. Very powerful. So Dwayne, you can open up if anybody have any questions for me.
Any questions, guys? You can unmute your line or type into the chat.
Be in position to share this with people. Um, Again, to be able to put money at risk for 90 days, but still have access to that money if you need it, and knowing that you can double your money in 90 days or less to put people in a risk-free situation where after that they can let that 500, that 1,000, that 5,000, that 100 ride. If the other program ran for 4 years, could you play with the numbers in the calculator and see what it looks like in 90 days? Once you pull out your seed money, what that money will look like in 6 months to a year. I wanted it to be significant, so I took the risk of going in heavy. I knew, just like with any platform, you had the potential of losing it, but I wanted to be life-changing in 90 days. I did not want that time to go by because I was operating in fear and again, having lost money in the space, I understand, why some people would take it light. But I'm so happy I made that decision. A lot of my team members who made that decision with me, they're all averaging anywhere from 500 to 1,000 a day, and they're equally excited having pulled out their money. So it's something that you want to pray about, you want to think about, and I always go back to the fact that if we don't put money at risk, we're going to have to work the rest of our lives, or we're going to park it in the bank. They're going to do what we should be doing with it. That's leveraging it and earning money off of it. So why not us? If you really understand what's going on in the financial market globally, you understand that we got to be fair with our fear. I'm more afraid not to do it than I am to do it, because I know to do nothing, I'm going to have to work forever. And you guys, I'll turn 56 next month, and I still feel good. I still feel young, but I'm tired of working. I want my money to work for me, and I want it to be significant. So think long or hard about it. Pray about it. Only put in what you can willing to lose. And for me to, put that 20,000 in there over 7 days, I was willing to take that risk. And again, I don't advise that people do that if they can't afford it, but whatever you can afford, it's the scripture that says you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly, you sow bountifully, you reap bountifully. And that's the scripture that came to my mind. And I said, Lord, I want to do something significant, and I want to do it in a short period of time. And I was so happy I made that decision, because that time flew by so quickly. It didn't even seem like 90 days, especially at the success that it was growing. And have they seen the chart? I'm going to share one more thing and I'm done, you guys. If you could focus on this chart real quick, let me find it.
Okay, I have a question. So if you're thinking about doing multiple wallets, let's say you start the first wallet at 125. If you want to increase that, do you increase it in the same wallet, or do you start another wallet with the additional money?
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah,
you.
that's a great question. Let me answer that for you in just a second. Hold on. That's a great question. All right, so let me share my screen. All right. So ask the question one more time so people can get a gist of what I'm about to share with you.
Okay, so let's say I want to, play it safe, do 125, right? And then I see it's working. I'm excited. I want to invest some more. Do I add the additional money? Let's say I want to do 500 next time. Do I open up another wallet with 500, and now I have a wallet with 125 and a wallet with 500, or do I add 500 to the 125 wallet?
Now, you can do both, but strategically, especially if you think that you might share it down the line, you may want to see right here. As long as you got 100, and the reason why we say 125, that's you want to have enough to keep it above 100, right? And for the fluctuation of the value of the token, okay, while it's compounding. And like Dwayne said, you want to give it 90 days, because the coin is going to go up and down, and sometimes it might dip a little bit below what you first got in at, and then you'll wake up a couple of days later and it's much higher. They're projecting that this coin could go anywhere from $19 to $20 to $30. I mean, I'm sorry, from $30 to $40 within the next 2 months. So those projections, again, nobody can predict the future, but they're projecting that the way things are going and how fast it's growing, especially with them implementing the new thing, is that you can have some significant growth even with coming in with the token at $19. Now, what she can do is add that money to the top account, right? Or she can say, okay, I'm going to set up a second wallet. I'm going to refer myself. I'm going to refer my second wallet to my top account that already has $100 in it. I'm going to put $500 in my second wallet, and I'm sorry, yeah, my second wallet, and get 16%. So remember, it's a top wallet before it. So this will be the first wallet that referred to the top wallet. She's going to put that top wallet's going to have $100 in there, and she'll put 500 here and make 16% on the first level. And then if she decides she want to do it again, the next month she can add a second wallet and put 500 in that. Now that 500, and she can attach that second wallet to the top wallet or to the second wallet. So she'll have her third wallet. So she had the first one, the second one she attached to the first one, the third one she could attach to the second one. Now the second one now makes the 16, and the first one makes the 10 off of what that money produces. So this is how you can set it up. This is how you can set. This is how you can set it up to where you're making money off your own money.
And Judy's a little further. Actually, you can do both too, because as you add more wallets, you're going to need to add more money to that first account to be able to get
to be qualified. That's why they had this chart here.
Right.
That's
okay. So what do you mean by that? What do you mean? Give me an example.
So right here on the screen.
Right.
If I want to get 10% on my second level, I have to have at least 300 in my wallet and 2 referrals. Now, if I want, and if say for instance you start sharing with people and they start running, with it, you want to make sure that to get those extra rewards that you're building up, and you can do this in 90 days. In 90 days, depending on what you start with, even if somebody comes in higher than you, then that's going to be good for you, because once you do get the money to come down to those levels, that money's going to be there waiting for you. You don't get the money that you miss the money if you're not qualified at that point. But once you put money and get qualified to that point, it might be money there waiting for you, and you'll start getting that every 8 hours.
Right, but that's extra.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, it's still going to be earning money on its own.
Yeah. Right. You don't need to get one person. You don't need to attach multiple wallets. One wallet will get you that compounding of that 0.24% every 8 hours. And that number can go up and that number can go down. It bottoms out. It can't go no lower than 0.2. So even at the worst case scenario at 0.2, 3 times a day, that's a little over 0.5%. So instead of 90 days double your money, you'll double your money in 120 days or less. Still phenomenal and extraordinary.
Okay, so if I wanted to do 100, 300, and 500, that's the minimum I would need to do.
So
for those 3 levels.
For these 3 levels, yes.
Okay.
If you want to get paid on these 3 levels, to 16% to 10 and 8.
Let's clarify that. Let's clarify that question. Was she saying? No, are you saying she has to start the third wallet at 500, start the second wallet 300, or she has to have the main wallet got to be 500?
No, the main wallet. This is the main wallet, right? So this is saying what you got to do with the main wallet if you want to get 3 levels. You want to have 500 in that top account with 3 wallets deferred to be able to get paid on 3 levels. So I tell people, listen, starting out, try to get at least 500 in there, and that's going to give you a good start. Then start adding your additional wallets.
Okay, but then why does it start with why does it look like 100, 300, 500?
Well, it just shouldn't. So you can do 100, but if it dips below that, then you're not qualified. So this is just giving you a roadmap. You can. We just telling you to give yourself some cushion, but you can do what you want to do, man.
Yeah, Judy, I think for clarification, yeah, what that is showing you for you to get paid like that 16%, that 10%, you got to have the main wallet has to have 100, 300, 500. This is the main wallet, 800, 1200, for those different levels.
Well, these are different wallets, aren't they? Or different
No, one
No.
wallet.
accounts.
This is showing you the main wallet, the money that the main wallet needs to have
Oh, okay.
to get paid on these levels.
So this is people, or is
No,
this
this is wallet. No, now remember, you could be one person have multiple wallets.
okay? So this is multiple wallets within the main wallet.
Right.
Okay.
So think of a main wallet and this just shows you you already got one account established that's not seen here. But on your first level, when you refer one wallet and you have at least $100 in your top wallet, you're going to get 16%.
This is 16% in a what
Addition.
per every 8 hours?
On whatever. So whatever money that that person deposit that you refer in that wallet, you're going to get 16% of what that produces. So if they put 1,000 in, you're not going to get 16% of 1,000. You're going to get 16% of what 1,000 produces for that person at that level.
What it produces.
Every 8 hours.
Yeah.
And if it's me
Right.
and I'm setting it up, then I get it based on whatever.
Right. Then now you're starting to get it.
Exactly. Because the system, again, it's not looking at people. There's no private information entered in there. All it recognizes wallets.
Okay. So 15 can be referrals, people, or it can be you.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. There you go. That's what we were talking about, the power of the 15 wallets.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to refer nobody. You can refer you if you have a conversation with yourself.
Make money off your own money, but the math, the reason why they set it up this is so that they can continue to pay out those percentages. Because once you realize that, so think about this, you guys. This is the thing this is why I tell people to get in and start to learn it, because it's a lot of components, but it's a beautiful way they set this up. So this $10,000, right? These 15 wallets. Remember, I can still come take that out anytime I want, but I will forego all of those commissions. So what that looks like in real time, I want you to ask yourself this question. Once you get to this point, so I just showed you, if I go back to my top account, let me disconnect real quick. Let's go back. So I'm gonna go back up here. I just wanted to show you something that I've realized once I got into it and start to understand how they're able to maintain this ecosystem and continue to grow. Right. All right. So we should.
Oh.
Yeah. So go right here. I'm going right here. Let's go to my invite. There's my 15 wallets. Watch this. There's my 15 wallets. Right.
Yeah.
Now there's my. Let's go see. That's my $10,000. As you can see, I got 13. I could take out 3,000 and it not affect my commissions. Now, if remember on this 13,000, I'm making 1.6 every 8 hours. But if we go to my invite, I'm actually on this amount of money, I'm making 4 tokens. I'm making 4, not 1.64. So almost 3 times that amount on the bottom. So why would I take out that 10,000 and forego the 4 tokens that I'm getting? I could do that. And this is the crazy thing about it being the blockchain. Say, for instance, I needed that money and I had to grab it, right? I could come back and put that money back later and then start back earning the commissions that are being built up under me. Did you know that, Dwayne?
No, that's good. That's good.
Remember, this is a contract. As long as the wallets are attached,
yep,
and it's a part of the ecosystem, I could literally go in here if I needed the money, take all my money out, and then I will forego those 4 tokens every 8 hours, right?
Yep.
Come back later,
Right.
put that 10,000 back, and take off from where I left. I'll probably even be making more money because remember, it's still
Here's the
growing.
question: is those tokens still accumulating? You just don't have access, or is it goes up to the company?
No, you forego those.
Okay.
So if I take that 10,000 out,
Okay.
if I take that
See you next
10,000,
time. When he ain't bugging.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
if I take that 10,000 out, I'm just showing you the beauty of it. Emergency happened, I absolutely have to grab it. I have no other choice.
Right.
And then I could come back later and say, let me put that 10,000 back. And now I would not only continue to get those 4 tokens every hours that I was getting when I left, it would probably be somewhere around 6 or 8.
Yeah.
The key thing is I just got to put back the money.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's unheard of. That's why I did when you start. And guess what? You think that helps the platform? If I take the 10,000 out and they don't have to pay me 4 tokens so that's 12 tokens a day at $20. That helps the ecosystem.
Right.
They
Right.
don't mind if I take that 10,000 out
Mm-hmm.
because that money goes back to it goes right here
Right.
to the treasury.
Got it.
Where's it at? It goes to the treasury.
Mm-hmm.
And once you guys join, keep an eye on this number. These numbers are growing daily because it's exponential growth and people are joining every day. Lastly, one more thing I wanted to show you guys and we're done. I'm done. Now, I'm a trader. I never seen this is an hour chart. Because it's decentralized, people can pull out, tens of thousands of millions of dollars at a time. On this particular day, someone came and pulled out for it to go from $19 down to $15 in an hour, and in that same hour shoot all the way back up. That's unheard of. When Bitcoin did its drop, when it went from $1,000 to $5,000 back in the day, and so it went from 1,000 to 5, and then it went to 10. Then I saw it drop back down to 3. It took months to come back up. You remember that, Dwayne? Were you in Bitcoin that early?
I remember that. Yep. That's one.
It took months to come back up. For this thing to drop that low, shoot back up within the same hour is unheard of. Same thing right here. Somebody took a big significant amount out. You can. It's decentralized. It's your money. You can take it at any time. Did it hurt the platform? Nope. Shot right back up within the same hour and went even higher.
Is that am I still on?
Yes.
Okay, so is that because other people are buying into it that it shot right back up?
Absolutely. That's
Okay.
listen.
But
Because
you
think
could
about it.
you could have a big whale that has a lot of these tokens that, like you say, they sell a whole bunch of it and then it drops.
They sell a whole bunch, but guess what? Because of those people who are still in it, they see it at $15. They
more.
go
Buy
in
more.
and buy low. Listen,
Okay, we should have bought it. We should have bought it at 15.
you listen. It's next to impossible to catch it because you got to be paying attention because it shoots up so quickly. I happened to catch it. I think I actually caught this dip right here. I bought in. I had another 1,700. It shot back up within the same hours. I think on that $1,700, I made like $300 in an hour. But you gotta have money like this standing by. You see this? That's why I'm moving money out of here, and I'm still taking out of the platform, being liquid. And if this thing drops down and I catch it, I'll buy back in when it's low, let it shoot back up, and then it's just, because and what I'm saying, the whole point of this is people see how valuable this platform is, and when they see it that low, and this helps everybody who's putting their money in, because normally when it drops this low, people start selling off because they get scared.
Right.
But the people who understand, they said, man, I'm getting that coin cheaper.
Exactly.
And they come in and buy low, and I saw a person buy 14,000. They shot up within that hour. They bought it at the bottom at 14. It shot up. That person probably made $2,000 or $3,000 in an hour. So again, people, this is why we try to educate people. We want people to come in and be informed, understand all the risks, but understand this is a good opportunity, because when you look down this chart and you see it recovering like that, it went all the way up here, came all the way down, and came back up within the same hour, or the next
Yeah.
hour, I should say. It's crazy.
So let's just clarify some things, because we got a lot of people in here for the first time. They're getting confused. First of all, you do
Question.
no, wait, hold on. You do not have to recruit 15 people. Period. You can be the 15 people. It's wallets. And you don't have to do the 15 wallets. You can start with one wallet. Start with one wallet. Let the money double. Take a second wallet. You work at your own pace. There's no rhyme or reason. You work at your own pace. We are just showing you strategy of what we're doing. That's all we're
Yeah.
showing.
You
Okay,
don't have to tell a soul, and you will double your money in 90 days or less. You can do one account. You can do one account, whatever you start with, whether it's 100 or 1,000 or 10,000, whatever. In 90 days or less, you're going to double your money. You don't have to invite nobody. You only need one wallet. Nobody even have to know that you're in it. So, like Dwayne is saying, this is just for people who are looking to share and do something a little significant. That's all.
Yeah, Vaughn.
Okay, my question was, if you come in at $125, what is that in a year?
All right, and he showed that it depends. Now, let me go back here and just show you an example.
Well, let's 125 turn it 250,
Hold on,
250 turn it to
No,
5.
hold on. Let me answer your question.
It's compounding.
Because
It's compounding. So it's gonna be
yeah,
like 2,500 or something like that.
right. So let's go right here. So right now, let me see so let's say that's going to be about 5.5 tokens. All right. So
But the guy walked home by himself.
so
always go.
Yeah, you're
So
buying tokens.
You're buying tokens,
so
yes.
Yeah, you're
so
buying tokens.
5.5 tokens is about $100, and they say in 7 days you're going to be at 112. In a month, 133. 6 months, 400. In a year, you're at 1,600.
1,600.
And that depends, and that's because of this right here. This is the rate. Now, this rate can go up higher, it can go lower. That's what Mark was talking about in the video, where he says, we can't control this. This is what keeps the ecosystem realistic and safe. It pays out that percentage, but the white paper says it can't go below 0.2. So we know at the very bare minimum, it's going to do 0.2 every 8 hours, which is about 0.6 a day. That's a little over 0.5% a day, which is still crazy.
That is crazy.
At the very bottom, to get a little over 0.5% a day compounding, you guys, we talking millionaire money, millionaire mindset, millionaire, and we seen it. We actually seeing a multi-billion-dollar platform already. After just over a year.